Indonesia is divided into territories with each natural beauty in it. This country also popular with resource-rich country. It's not surprising that Indonesia has so much kind of traditional cuisines and beverage. Not only the food, but also the ingredients that makes the food special in every city's culture. One of the cities with special food and ingredients is Surabaya.
Hello, welcome to Surabaya Virtual Culinary. I'm Patricia and my partner,
Hi, my name is Natasya.
and we'll be your private guide on this virtual culinary tour.
Enjoy our video. Hope you like it.
Surabaya is the second metropolitan city in Indonesia after Jakarta. As the capital of East Java, the city has lots of vehicles passing by. With a very high average temperature, it is not surprising that Surabaya has so many gardens. Most Surabayan or more familiar with area Surabaya prefer to have food culinary tourism in evening, even though the food can be found anytime, or fine dining options to lively night stands offering unique local snacks. There are various flavors available here, from sweet to extremely spicy food. That's why on this video we'll introduce one of the local cuisine that has various tastes in just a bite. Before that, do you know what makes Surabaya's food taste special? It is patis. Almost all Surabaya's local foods are cooked or served with patis. It's a kind of paste that made from prawn broth and cooked with other ingredients. It has dark color with quite thick texture due to the fermentation of patis, but it isn't as thick as glue. You need another component to make it edible. There are so many ways to consume it. You can add a little water to eat it as a sauce for gorengan, or you can mash it along with roasted peanuts to serve it as a peanut sauce.
Have you ever tasted the delicious combination of tofu, egg, and peanut in a plate? Of course, this beautiful combination typically comes from Surabaya. Here we present you tahu telur. Some people mention that tahu telur and tahu tek are the same dish, but in fact, they are different. Tofu in tahu telur is dried together with the egg, so there will be a pieces of tofu on the fried egg or omelette. Meanwhile, the egg in tahu tek are not cooked together. From now on, you can easily differentiate them and decide which one you want to eat, tahu tek or tahu telur.
It is easy to find this dish along the street. You can easily find it in restaurants, food stalls, or even in roadside stalls. One of the most popular tahu telur stalls is tahu telur Pak Jayan or tahu telur Mr. Jayan. It is at 112 Dharma Husada Street and it has a branch store located not too far apart. The place doesn't appear as a pleasant restaurant or shabby stalls. It is quite clean and the lighting is good since it opens in evening to dark only. This dish is suitable to be eaten anytime, but since the stall is closed at noon, we can come for dinner or supper only. Therefore, around 5 and 6 p.m., the place will be so crowded that the seats are full and the queue will be snaking. Not only the dine-in queue, they also have too many takeaway orders. So it took some time to get our orders. Let us share our experience there. A few weeks ago, we had the opportunity to have dinner at Tahu Telur Pak Jayan. We arrived around 5:15 p.m. and the queue for dine-in was so crazy since it was a weekday and office employees usually have dinner there. We had to wait for around 20 minutes to get our seat. When we went in, the waiter greeted us with a warm smile even though we couldn't see it clearly due to the mess. We took our seats and ordered their signature menu, of course tahu telur. We can choose the spicy level of the peanut sauce. Some people mention that plain or unspicy peanut sauce is nauseating, but tahu telur Pak Jayan's isn't at all. It tasted light but rich, and the texture was raw yet mild. For lontong or rice cake, it's totally different from another lontong. It melts in mouth and isn't sticky like other lontong we've ever known. The potato wasn't smelly and tastes good even if you ate it without the sauce. They also gave us so much bean sprouts and crackers. The combination between tofu and egg were really good. even more if you mix all of the ingredients. You can taste the spicy, sour, and sweetness in just a bite. One more thing, this beautiful dish costs only 17,000 rupiah or $1.19. Affordable and very worth to try, even you have to wait for your seat. After all that explanation, I bet you're hungry now. You can buy it in the nearest Indonesian restaurant, or if you're too afraid to leave home in this pandemic situation, here's a simple recipe for homemade tahu telur. First, bring a skinless potato to boil for around 10 to 15 minutes. While waiting, cut a block of tofu into bigger dice size and separate them into half. Fry the half part tofu in hot cooking oil. Once they're cooked, drain them. Prepare 2 eggs, beat them, put in a pinch of salt, pepper, and powdered chicken broth. Put in the remaining tofu and mix well. Fry it in hot oil until cooked, then drain it. Don't forget to take the boiled potato out. For lontong or rice cake, you can buy or order it anywhere because it will take too much time to make it. And the peanut sauce, first you have to roast the peanut, then puree it with a clove of garlic and a little tamarind water. Oh, you can add some chili as you are willing. You can use a simple grinding stone or a modern chopper. When the peanut sauce is ready, mix it with a teaspoon of patis. You also can buy patis in the nearest supermarket. After all the ingredients are ready, let's plate them. Cut lontong and potato into bite size to the plate. Put the tofu and the omelette in, then pour the peanut sauce on the top. Don't forget to add bean sprouts and prawn crackers as condiments. Your homemade tahu telur is ready to serve.
For most Indonesian, no food is complete without drinks. The drinks can be water, tea, or the famous drink like boba. But we will not explain any of that drink because we want you to take a look on traditional drink. According to Research and Development Ministry of Health of the Republic of Indonesia, in 2010, 50% of Indonesian population consumed jamu with the aim of treating minor illness, preventing disease, maintaining resilience, and body health. Jamu is a herbal medicine that passed down from generation to generation. The process in making jamu is not that difficult. It can be extracted from the juice of herbs. There are also some ingredients that are finely ground and mixed with water or boiled until the extract is blended in. In addition, jamu or herb has various types such as sour turmeric, saffron colored rice, curcuma, kejutan, pahitan, cinnamon, and more. Each of those has special efficacy. Therefore, we should not carelessly consume jamu. Talking about jamu, we want to introduce jamu that originally came from Surabaya, called sinom. The name of sinom came from Japanese word isinom, that means still young. It came from one of its ingredients, daun asam muda or young tamarind leaves. This herbal drink has various benefits such as freshen up our body, minimize toxins in our body, prevent jaundice, and boost our appetite. This drink can be served with every kind of food, especially spicy food.
Traditionally, it is usually sold in the form of bottles that put in a basket and carried on the back, known as jamu gendong. Nowadays, you can find sinom everywhere you go, from street vendors to 5-star hotels, from supermarket to online markets. The size and the price are also various in range of 200 milliliters to a liter and cost around 5,000 to 35,000 rupiah or below $2.50. This drink is packaged with a sterile and tightly closed bottle to maintain the authentic taste of it. The good sinom will keep mixed even if it is stored for more than 3 days, but the poor one will look watery and the turmeric extract will be separated below and looks pale. Some consumers say that homemade sinom tastes fresher than sinom served in restaurants, but opinions and taste preferences are different for each person. So you can still taste the freshness of sinom anywhere.
Previously, we shared our experience eating tahu telur. So this time, we'll share about Sinom and its taste when we combined those two a weeks ago. Knowing that the restaurant we visit didn't sell Sinom, we stopped by the street vendor to buy it. We bought it at exactly 10,000 rupiahs or 69 cents for 200 ml of Sinom. The seller offered us to buy Sinom with ice cube, but we refused because we want to test the authenticity of the drink itself. When we opened the bottle, our first impression was quite shocked because it has a plastic sheet on the bottle cap to prevent from content spilling. Before you open the bottle, you should shake it gently to get the perfect taste. Surprisingly, it combines well when we eat tahu telur with Sinom. Tamarind flavor from Sinom made the fishy taste of shrimp from Patricia disappear, and yet it gained our mood to eat more food. The texture is very thick and leaves some weird taste or smell in mouth at the first time, but when you drink it continuously, you will get used to it. Again, we will share a simple tutorial to make your own Sinom at home. Maybe you want to serve this drink at your party? You need young tamarind leaves or Sinom leaves, turmeric, tamarind, brown sugar, salt, and the important and basic ingredient is water. You cannot make it without water, right? Back to the recipe. First, you have to separate Sinom leaves from the stems, wash and drain it. Peel and wash the turmeric, then you can slice it into pieces. You can blend it with water as another option. Boil the water and put all of the ingredients above. Wait for 15 minutes until it boils. Then turn off the stove and let it sit for a while. After the Sinom feels warm, strain the cooked ingredients and you can store it in bottles because it lasts up to 7 days. But don't forget to keep it sterile by not drinking it directly from the bottle. You can also drink it right away and add your own preference like ice cube, sugar, or more. Sinom is ready to drink. Don't forget to share with family and friends.
Now that we are at the end of this short tour, what do you think about Surabaya? Have you been interested enough to try those foods? Tahu telur and Sinom are just a few of many Surabaya local food that you have to try. Not only culinary, but historical or other tourism are also the recommended one here. That's all what we can say at this occasion.
We apologize for any mistakes or misunderstanding in words or actions, and hopefully what we given can be useful for all of us.
Thank you, and don't forget to visit the sparkling Surabaya.